Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is December 7th. Another day down, one more day to go, and the week is over. Well, two more days. It's Wednesday. God, why am I thinking it's Thursday? Okay, well, here we are, and we got 2 days to go. I'm official. No, it is Thursday. It is Thursday. I am losing my mind. God, I'm losing my mind today. All right. Anyway, I hope everybody had a great day. It was certainly a busy day, and it's definitely a different type day. So let's just run right into it. If you guys are live, Chris, yeah, it's Thursday. I got it. I'll figure it out. um, we have a little bit while to go. So the markets today opened pretty flat, and we went up, and we're holding in okay with about 45 minutes to go. It's slowly. Thanks, Chris. Q's the same, but the ones I really liked today was the IWM. I like the activity in the IWM today. I like that it's breaking back above where it broke out from, and it's right at the 8-day. And I suspect they're trying to keep everybody guessing going into tomorrow. This is what they like to do, right? We have non-farm payroll tomorrow, so let's keep everything guessing. When we look at the different sectors today, banks were definitely where the plays were. They came after the banks early. That's what they wanted. And if you look at some of the call buying today, the biggest one was KRE. KRE, there's a couple big blocks into the December 29th 60 calls. I'm in those now, right? I like that. This is the small cap banks, the small banks. I like those, the regional banks. Citi caught some flow today. Looks better after the news of the $20 billion tax hit they think they're about to take. Nothing huge, but we'll see a little bit. Bank of America caught flow, right? Nothing special, but just enough to keep you interested in it. The 29s, the bank 29 calls caught a lot of activity. So everybody's playing for a very bullish day. I'm also still long some GS here, guys. I'm long GS January 255s. Not a ton, but enough right now to have a foot in the game. I'm going to hold it and see if we can't get going here. So the banks look good. Biotech bounced today. After the last couple of days, it reticked back yesterday, and right here's a 21-day. I don't have a warm fuzzy for biotech at this point. And energy sector just completely out of play again. It wasn't even no call buying, nothing there of note. What else went on? Facebook today. You know, this has had a nice move here and has retaken everything and looks great. And honestly, I don't know why I haven't been playing it. I can look at you guys and I can give you all sorts of reasons, but it just my focus wasn't on these names the last couple of days, and I missed it. So it's had a nice move. It looks great here. I did trade EA today. I traded EA with Common because they kept sweeping it. The weekly 105s, they swept them here. There's over 44,000 of those in open interest. Where's the start today? Here they come in. Swept 1,500. I got long with Common for a scalp at 105.39. I'm sorry, 104.39. Then at 105.65, I took my first piece out. And then at 105.80, 104.85, I got out. Obviously, I got out a little early, but that's okay. I'll take it. I don't trust this name. It's been beaten up, and it came into the 8-day, and I got out, and I missed the ad. That said, they did go into some January 105s and December 105. So there is some big play coming in here. We'll keep an eye on this one tomorrow. Another name I traded today was FCX. Why did I trade FCX? I traded it because there was a ton of flow again. And, December 22nd, 15 calls. If you look at those December 22nd, 15 calls, there's 29,000 now in volume today. You would think I made money. No, I got taken out here flat, right at even, break even. I hate this name. I have a hard time trading it. It's very hard to trade. I usually, if I'm going to trade it, I trade it with Common or in the money options. And unfortunately here, guys, I made the bad mistake of just taking what they bought. Had I bought in the money options, I would have been a stop and place higher. I also traded to the short side today. I played Disney and made some little bit of money on Disney. I didn't have big size here. But that said, they started coming in here into Disney. Weekly 104, I'm sorry, December 104 put swept 620K, right? 200K. I got in at 128, and they came and hit the Febs at 105, 760,000. I got out at 151. So that was a nice trade. Why did I get out? Because they're playing with the spreads. They had the spreads really wide, making it very difficult to trade. Did not like how that was going. And even right now, they're still spready. They're well below where I entered. 112 by 134. Disney's usually not that spready. So I got out down in here, and I almost re-entered it as it came up and kissed here. And I decided not to. I decided that there's too much strength here. I'd rather see how this goes. This is probably a play, and we know it's a play on the Fox A purchase. If they purchase Fox A, they're probably going down. If they end up not getting them, they're probably going to rip everybody's face off and go up. Some other names today that are on my radar, we talked about in the setups. Tesla gave a nice trade today if you got it. I did not touch Tesla today. That said, if you got in it, you had a nice quick trade from the open. It gave you a little dip to 318, and it's gave it all back now. So this is showing me it is not ready here, right? Tesla is not ready. It's just a day trade for now. This is not ready for prime time. It's not ready to go. This is a shooting star failure candle today at this point. We talked about Roku. Said it had a whole 240. I'm sorry, it had a full 42 area. Guess what it did on the open? It dipped and it held 42. You could have got in and traded it for a nice bunch of cash up to 45, and now it's come all the way back down on a round trip, saying it's not ready to go yet. That said, it still looks okay here on the 8-day. It's still holding for the moment the 42 area, but it's not ready, right? And Roku saw some buying today. Pull that up for you. So Roku, they came after the Jan 55s. A lot of these were probably rolled. If you look at the IV on the options, it's jacked, really jacked IV on the options here at this point, making it difficult to want to play with them. I actually probably was going to grab 1,000 shares and ride it for $1 or $2. Sadly, I didn't take it, and I missed it, and that's that. Should have grabbed it at 42 like I wanted. Square was another name I had out there for you this morning. We talked about Square acted well, but it's coming in again. Another one still fighting this area, really fighting the 8 and the 21-day here, and it's holding on the 50-day. So right now it is a squeeze play between these two. When it takes this out, it'll run. So it's a name we need to keep on our radar. Expedia calls coming in here, and the only reason I bring it up, they've been buying Expedia all day long. And 115 calls, a block of them, almost $1 million here. Expedia got downgraded today. So that's going on there. So, holding it okay after that downgrade. What other names did we talk about? We talked about the financials, which I'm in. God, it's been such a long day. I'm having a hard time remembering anything. Chris, remind me. Oh, I said keep an eye on UPS today. It wasn't a barn burner, but it certainly gave a nice little pop here off this 118 area to 119. It looks better. This might be something to play with tomorrow if the market starts to go again. So for me, it's been a green week. I had a bunch of trades today. They were all green trades or flat. I'll take that. None of them are barn burners. That's okay. This week's been about just grinding it out, finding places to make money, and keeping risk down until this market figures out what it wants to do. To me, it seems to be starting to figure out what it wants to do. We get a good non-farm payroll tomorrow. Over the weekend, the Fed gets done with their, the government says, oh, well, we're not going to have a government shutdown. And then we go into non-farm payroll and options expiration week next week and hope for a bullish week in the run. And we'll see where we go from there. Apple, by the way, caught its first big sweepers since this pullback we've had, and it sold off. So, you can see them. Over $800,000 of Apple calls got swept up. Short-term December 170s. They were swept right into this rise right here, and then we got this nasty pull, and now we're back down. And Apple, which held in better than most of the rest of the names, now cannot get back above resistance, the 8 and the 21-day. You guys know this is a theme with me, right? This is an area. See how these resistance do work. These moving averages come resistance. We'll look at it differently when we look at a Google. Google and Facebook have reclaimed all the moving averages here and look ready to launch if this market wants to go. Amazon above all the moving averages here, right? See how that looks? What else is above? Let's look at Baba. Baba had flow today. Pull that one up. BABA, they hit the December 185s a couple times, and they hit the April 200s, $3.94 million worth. But BABA's not the same. Look at BABA. BABA can't get through the 8-day. Support, 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 resistance, resistance, resistance. It's resistance right now until it breaks through. So, Noel, CBI. CBI, tons of buying yesterday. They're waiting for an event, Noel. So this is an all or nothing on this one. CBI, they're waiting for them to, they're supposedly about to sell some technology assets. And that's why everybody's loading up on this, thinking that this thing's going to pop up towards 20 quickly when that happens. I think OC, who's in the service, he was pointing out that the IV historically is way jacked up on them. So, they're playing short term for this to happen. It's selling off here probably because it hasn't happened, and maybe somebody's getting some wind of some bad news. We don't know. Twitter, I love Twitter. I'm long Twitter. I am in the March 23 calls. I added more of them yesterday, and I still have a little bit of common left wingtip, and I plan on staying with Twitter here. I'm in March, though, to keep time. I want a position I can trade around. I'm not trying to play this short time. So I can trade around those March calls. Gives me time to do things here at this point. To me, Twitter looks good to go. It's just, today it wasn't its day in play, but it didn't sell off. It didn't do anything bad today. Just an inside day in the top third of yesterday's candle, above all the moving averages. I like that. UPS getting a slip here again. Second one of the day. UPS, December 22nd, 123 calls. $75,000 worth of them there just came in. All right, so UPS on my radar tomorrow. Let's go into this. What else today? Trump news out that he's going to submit, he's preparing an infrastructure bill for early next year. So we saw a pop on X and AKS into that and some of the steel names. I know a lot of you play Nucor. I did too, and I've been out of it for a while. I don't love this name. It moves slow. It's very, very tough to play that way. What else is going on here? SPY calls coming in quickly. SPY, December 22nd, the 20, that guy's back. My God. Those 270 calls. He's been sweeping them all day. 10K here, 22. Let's call it $35,000 more of them. And let's give you an idea what those look like. Pull that up. So how many do you think are out there, guys, at this point in those? Any guesses? How's 67,000 grab you? Look at that. 67,000 of those things bought today. Somebody's expecting a big run into this here. Now, they're cheap, right? They're not expensive. They're cheap, but that's a lot of them. So this guy's just been adding them all day long. Market's getting a pop here. All right, I have a feeling we go out close to the high of the day unless something news comes out. Into an on-farm payroll, VIX back to the low of the day. So everything's kind of moving down the way we want to see it. What other names out there? A lot of the other names they just were trades for me today. I just looked around, avoided it. This is the stuff I like today. So tomorrow, on-farm payroll, as long as it's not a horrific number, I think the stage is set for a move up, and we go from there. One good tweet about, or one good thing about, we get news that the Fed has reached the government's reached a agreement to halt a shutdown. I think the markets fly from there as well. So I think, we're set here now for a run. The question is how far they're going to run it. Honestly, a little bit more weakness would have been better for some nicer setups into the end of the year, but this is the market we're in and this is what it gives. So we play how it goes. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. I hope you all had a great day. I hope you enjoyed being here, and I will see you guys all tomorrow morning. For those in the service, we have our 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be posting the link for that in a bit. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you all later.